Welcome to topic 27. The title is Simplifying Numerical Expression. So here our topic is arithmetic, okay? We're just simplifying numerical expression. So the rule in simplifying numerical expression, first, we need to perform the operation within grouping symbols. If the expression contains grouping symbols within a grouping symbol, simplify first the innermost group. So we have the following grouping symbols na makikita natin along the problem. We have the parentheses, we have also your brackets, your braces or the curly brackets, we have also your fractions, and we have your radicals. So kung may makikita tayong ganito, okay, these are grouping symbols. We need to operate them first. Second, evaluate the exponential expressions. After operating the grouping symbols, we need to operate next the exponential expressions. Ito yung may mga power, okay? Ito yung may mga exponent na number. For example, if this is our expression, we have 3 squared minus 4 cubed divided by 4 cubed minus 2 cubed. We need to operate all exponential expressions na makikita natin dito. In this case, we have your 3 squared. You need to operate that first. We have also your 4 cubed, another 4 cubed, and we have your 2 cubed. So, gagalawin natin yung exponential expressions na to. Since wala tayong grouping symbol, ito yung i-work out natin. And we know that 3 squared is also the same as 3 times 3, or that is 9. 4 cubed is also the same as 4 times 4 times 4, that is 64. 4 cubed is also 64, and 3 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. Third, after operating the grouping symbols and exponential expressions, we need to multiply or divide from left to right. So kung may makikita tayo ditong two operations, let's say for example multiplications or divisions, kung sino ang mauuna from left, siya yung una nating i-multiply or i-divide from left to right. We need to operate the multiplication or division from left to right. Kung sino yung mauuna from left to right, either multiplications or division. For example, in the case of 9 minus 64 divided by 64 minus 8, hindi natin pwedeng mag-subtract muna ng 9 minus 64. Kasi according to the rule, we need to multiply or divide first. Since the only operation na makikita natin dito is division, so we need to operate first the division, which is 64 divided by 64. Since walang multiplication, so proceed tayo sa division. But in any cases, let's say for example, if this is multiplication, this is division, and this is minus, again, we need to operate from left to right. Okay? Kung makikita nyo yung operation as multiplication or division, kung sino man ang mauuna sa kanila from left, siya yung una nating gagalawin. Okay, proceed. We have divide 64 divided by 64, that is 1. So, ito yung mangyayari. Since wala tayong grouping symbol, wala din tayong exponential expression, proceed tayo sa multiplication or division. Again, from left to right. Next is add or subtract from left to right. Katulad kanina ng multiplication and division, kung yung dalawang operations na to ang makikita, we need to operate them from left to right. Either addition or subtraction yung operation. Again, kung sino ang una natin makikita from left to right, siya ang una natin gagalawin. For example, 9 minus 1 minus 8, since we have same operator here, which is minus sign, so we need to subtract these numerical expressions. So again, the rule is from left to right. Palaging magsisimula sa kaliwa papuntang kanan. In this case, we need to subtract first 9 minus 1. And 9 minus 1 is equal to 8, and subtract that result to remaining, which is minus 8. 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. So that's the rule. Or in short, to memorize the rule, GEMDAS yung rule. G stands for grouping, E stands for exponential expression, numeric exponent, MD either multiplication or division, again from left to right, finally the addition or subtraction from left to right. Okay, example. Simplify 8 plus 16 divided by 2 cubed times 3 minus 6. So let's copy first the given. Again, we have 8 plus 16 divided by 2 cubed times 3 minus 16. The rule when simplifying numerical expressions is GEMDAS rule lang yung gagamitin natin. G stands for groupings, E stands for exponent, MD stands for multiplication or division, AS stands for addition or subtraction. So let's first analyze kung meron tayong groupings in our given. So malalaman natin na grouping siya if there is an existence of grouping symbols. So ano-ano yung mga grouping symbols natin kanina? We have your parentheses, we have your brackets, your braces, we have also your fractions, and we have your radicals. So those are groupings. Since in our given, wala tayo nakikitang grouping symbol, we will proceed to letter E, which is your exponent. Yung exponent naman, ito yung number na merong lumilipad na number or merong superscript na term. In our case, the only term na merong exponent is the 2 cube. We need to operate first the 2 cube. Pag sinabi natin 2 cube, it simply means 2 times 2 times 2. So tatlong beses nating i-multiply yung 2 sa kanyang sarili. And 2 times 2 is equal to 8. So copy nyo na lang yung iba, which is 8 plus 16 divide times 3 minus 6. Yung 2 cube magiging 8 na siya by our rule, which is letter E, or that is your exponential expression. So pagkatapos ng letter E, pwede na tayong pumunta ng M or D, that is multiplication or division. In our new numerical expressions, yung division or multiplication natin dito is ito, yung 16 divided by 8, then times 3. The question is, sino ang mauuna nating i-work out? Again, from left to right. Kung sino man ang mauuna from left to right, siya yung uunahin natin. So in this case, we need to operate 16 divided by 8 first. Then after getting the quotient, we need to multiply that by 3. 16 divided by 8 is equal to 2. Multiplied by 3, the answer is 6. So copy yung 8, copy yung plus. The answer for 16 divided by 8 times 3 is equal to 6. Again, nakuha yung 6 by first divide 16 and 8, and the answer is 2. Then multiply 2 by 3, the answer is 6. Then copy minus 6. So here, wala na tayong multiplication or division. Yung naiiwan na lang is either addition or subtraction. Katulad ng rule sa multiplication or division, we need to operate them from left to right. Okay? Kung sino ang mauuna, either mag-a-add ba tayo or magsasubtract tayo. From left to right, yung directions natin. So here, in our new numerical expressions, we have 8 plus 6 minus 6. Nauna yung addition, so we will add first. 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. Then copy minus 6. And 14 minus 6 is equal to 8. And 8 is the final answer for this expression. Hence, 8 plus 16 divided by 2 cubed times 3 minus 6 is equal to positive 8. That's the answer. Another example. Simplify negative 2 square, or the square of negative 2, plus 3 times 14 divide, parentheses open, 5 minus 12 closed, minus the square of 2. So this is a bit complicated compared to the first example. So copy muna natin. Again, the rule is GEMDAS rule. We need to operate first the groupings. Ito yung may mga presence of parentheses, brackets, braces, fractions, or radicals. So in our case, we have, okay, it is also counted as grouping symbols and counted siya sa exponent too. So naglagay tayo dito ng parentheses because it indicates that we need to square the negative 2. Kasi iba yung sagot sa square of negative 2 and negative 2 squared. Okay? So we have also your brackets, the presence of brackets here, that is 14 divided 5 minus 12, and also the presence of parentheses, which is 5 minus 12. Again, based on rule number 1, that we need to perform the grouping symbols first. Paano kung yung grouping symbols, merong grouping symbols na nasa loob? You need to operate the grouping symbols na sa pinakaloob ng grouping symbols. So in this case, we need to operate first the 5 minus 12. Kasi siya yung pinaka innermost groupings kung makikita natin dito. And 5 minus 12 is equal to, so copy muna natin to, copy. 5 minus 12 is equal to negative 7. So 5 minus 12 is equal to negative 7. Then bring down the minus 2 squared. So hindi pa tayo nagtatapos dito sa groupings, since meron pa tayong brackets, which is, yung nasa loob is 14 divided by negative 7. So we need to operate the groupings, that which is your brackets. And 14 divided by negative 7 is equal to negative 2. So bring down muna natin to, bring down. Again, 14 divided by negative 7 is equal to negative 2. So we interchange that 1 by negative 2, then bring down yung negative 2 squared. So we're good on groupings na. Let's now proceed to exponent. So based on our new numerical expressions, meron tayong dalawang exponents here. We have your negative 2, and we have also your positive 2. We need to find the square of negative 2 and the square of positive 2. By the way, the operation here is not grouping siya, ha? This is a grouping symbol, but the operation is multiplication. Since in higher algebra, let's say for example in grade 7 onwards, we are using parentheses as multiplication na. We're not using letter x or x na symbol, because in algebra, that is a variable na. Let's proceed. What is the square of negative 2? Negative 2. The square of negative 2 is also the same as negative 2 times negative 2. And negative 2 times negative 2 is equal to positive 4. Kaya naging positive 4 to. Bring down the 3 times negative 2. Bring down the minus sign. And the square of 2 is also positive 4. Kaya naging positive 4 siya. So we're done on exponent. Let's now proceed on either multiplication or division. In our new numerical expressions, there's no division na makikita here. But meron tayong multiplication. Again, this is multiplication. So we need to work out 3 times negative 2. What is 3 times negative 2? The answer is negative 6. So copy yung 4, copy yung negative 4. 3 times negative 2 is equal to negative 6. So we're now done on multiplication or division. We will now proceed to addition or subtraction, again from left to right, kung sino yung mauuna. In our case, we have your, mag-add muna tayo ng 4 and negative 6. After getting the sum, we need to subtract that to 4. 4 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 2. And negative 2, this one becomes negative 2. 4 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 2. Minus 4. The difference is equal to negative 6. Hence, the square of negative 2 plus 3 times 14 divided 5 minus 12 minus the square of 2 is equal to negative 6. Okay, for our last example, simplify 2 times negative 3 plus 24 divided by 6 over 3 plus 4 times 5 minus 3. Let's copy first the given. So here, our operations are as follow. We have multiplication, addition, division in part of our numerator, and we have also addition, multiplication, and subtraction in part of denominator of this fraction. So we have a single fraction. So again, the rule is champ this rule. Groupings, exponent, either multiplication or division, either addition or subtraction. The direction again is from left to right, papuntang kanan. Let's now proceed to grouping. So here, based on our given, it is composed of one grouping. Kasi nakalagay siya or nakapaloob yung numerical expressions natin inside the fraction. Iisang fraction nito. So, we will proceed to letter E, that is exponent. Based on our given, walang exponents na makikita dito. So, we will move on to either multiplication or division. In part of this grouping, i-work out natin yung numerator at i-work out natin yung denominator. So, in multiplication or division, in part of numerator, we will multiply 2 times negative 3, and we will divide 24 by 6. That is in part of numerator. In part of our denominator, we will multiply 4 and 5. Again, nasa multiplication and division pa lang tayo. And 2 times negative 3 is equal to negative 6. Bring down the plus sign. 24 divided by 6 is equal to 4. Over, bring down 3, bring down plus. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Bring down minus 3. We're now done in multiplication or division. The final operation is either addition or subtraction. Again, from left to right. So we have here in part of numerator negative 6 plus 4. The answer is negative 2. In part of denominator, we need to add first 3 and 20. And 3 plus 20 is equal to 23. Minus 3 is equal to 20. Therefore, the final denominator is 20. So we have a single fraction of negative 2 over 20. But it is not yet simplified. So we need to convert negative 2 over 20 to its simplest form. In what way? We need to divide both parts of this fraction by 2. And negative 2 divided by 2 is equal to negative 1. And 20 divided by 2 is positive 10. And negative 1 divided by 10 is equal to negative 0.1. Or negative 2 divided by 20 is also the same as negative 0.1. Kung gagawin natin siyang fraction, it is equivalent to negative 1 over 10. Pag decimal naman, it is equal to negative 0.1. For our next topic, topic 28, evaluating algebraic expression.